from Beckstar Coaching here. I'm a women's empowerment and transformational coach, and I'm a fitness professional, and I help women to love themselves unconditionally. I'm doing 30 videos in 30 days, and each day I've brought you a video talking about things that I'm really passionate about, sharing my message, and really just wanting to help people and get things out there, shake things up a little bit. And today's video, I'm up to day 18 now, and I wanted to share a bit of my own story with you. Again, I've done that a couple of times throughout the videos, and I wanted to share a little bit about my story and my own growth and kind of getting through the other side and what that means for you. So you can kind of take what I've experienced and bring that into your own life to live your own best life as well. Now, the theme, I guess, for today's video is about being you. Being you, embracing you, being all you, all in, and really trying to not let other people's judgment of you stop you from being you and doing what you want. And that's relevant because it's, especially in regards to our bodies and what we do with our bodies, not only in life and choices with various other things, but particularly around our bodies. So there's a couple of, factors to this. Now, I've been through a bit of my own personal journey of growth. I've had the last 2 years have been very hard for me with my own marriage breakup, which was really difficult and heartbreaking for me. And just personal things have gotten in the way, and really trying to battle those demons and move through. And, healing, any sort of healing, if you've been traumatized or been through something really difficult, healing is never linear, okay? So you're going to have times where you're feeling really good and then not feeling as good as other times, and that's okay. You can kind of feel like you've moved 10 steps forward, and then all of a sudden you might feel you've gone 1 step back. That's just the nature of healing. It's life. And don't ever feel like you've gone back to the beginning, because you probably haven't. And even if you do, that's okay, because you can move through it as well. Now, in that journey for me, it has been a very important part of my own self-discovery. So trying to find out who I am as a person, what things I enjoy, who I like being around, what things bring me passion, what things I don't like. And there was a period there where it became very messy for me trying to figure all that stuff out. And now I've come through it. And you're always on a journey of that anyway. It's never ending, really. But when things happen and there's a bit of chaos or a bit of darkness around that sort of thing, that can be quite tricky to navigate. Now, part of me kind of figuring out who I am and who I was has meant that I've ended relationships with people who were previously quite close to me, because they didn't approve of what I was doing and who I was. Essentially, that's kind of what it came down to. These people weren't accepting and weren't loving me unconditionally. And for me, that's a very important part of having support around you, is you need to have people who say to you, you know what, I might not agree, I might not understand what you're doing, but if you're happy and it works out for you, then that's all I need to know, and I still love you anyway. Now, when it came to my choices, I basically had people say to me, and these are people that I loved very much, so family and friends, who've said to me they don't agree with my choices. And I'm talking about things about my body, so my hair choice, my choice of haircut, tattoo, things about my personal life, who I'm friends with, choices about my business, my family, choices about my surname, my changes that I was making. And in no uncertain terms, the way this came across was different. So I had someone who was very close to me, who I loved very much, said to me in a really cruel way, it's a fucking stupid haircut, you've got a fucking stupid tattoo, and you've got a porn star surname, and you've got this, and you've got that, and you've got a train wreck life, and blah, blah, blah. And, said in a quite cruel way, which, when things are said in a cruel way, it's more about their problem than yours, and I understand that. And dealing with that kind of anger, you can't kind of get involved in that, because that's not about you at all, and I know it's not about me. It's about that person. And other kind of messages from people about the way that I was doing things I didn't agree with, and and after I noticed that there was quite a theme in my life, you know, that I've allowed other people to feel like they have control over me and feel like that that their opinions are more important than what I feel I need to be doing. And that's been a theme that I discovered, and that was a huge eye opener for me. Um, so I kind of got to the point where I'm like, you know what? That's not happening anymore. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not um, gonna go, oh, you don't like it? Oh, okay, maybe I did the wrong thing then, and you know, whoops, maybe I should change that because I wanted to please other people. Now, very quickly, because I took a stand and I actually said, actually, you know what? No, I don't really care what you think. Um, I put my foot down and I was becoming a lot stronger than what these people had realized that I was in the past. And that created a lot of tension and discomfort, and it ended up being that those relationships are no more. And although that was quite sad and upsetting at the time, it is for the better for me, because I sometimes you need to distance yourself from toxic relationships, and those toxic relationships can come in all different forms. Um, but also the behaviours and things around those relationships can be quite hard as well. So I, you know, when it comes to the choices that I make, it's my choice. And even if I make a mistake, it's my mistake to make, and I'm going to learn it. And I'll, you know, build and get stronger and all those sort of things. It's not up to you to tell me that I shouldn't be doing something a certain way, and I shouldn't be getting a tattoo, and I shouldn't be getting my hair cut or whatever, because it's my body, my rules, my body, my business. I'm not changing my hair for you or anybody else. I change my hair for me. If you don't like it, that's okay. You don't have to like it. I have to like it, and I do like it, and that's all that's important. When you get a tattoo or you're changing your body, if you want to have a tattoo, great. It's up to you where you want to put it. Awesome. Who cares what other people think? It's not up to them. They don't have to wear it on their body and see it every day. Um, and if you want to have six-pack abs and rock those six-pack abs, that's fine. Other people might need to comment, go, oh, that's disgusting. That's their choice. It's not about you. You know, your other people's opinions of what you're doing with your body are not about you. It's about them. And that's kind of what happened with me, is that all these, it blew up very, very quickly into people not agreeing with what I was doing with my life and my body and my choices. And that's all it comes down to, is that I didn't put up with it anymore. I didn't kind of apologize for what I was doing, because I did that way too much. And at the end of the day, my decisions weren't affecting or hurting anybody, and I am better for it. No one died as a result of me changing my hairstyle. You know, no one died, you know, getting a tattoo. I'm not murdering or killing anybody. I'm not, you know, putting my son in danger. You know, putting things into perspective is very helpful. Now, when it comes to you and your life, that's what I mean. Kind of people commenting on your body and what you're doing, you know, kind of saying to you, you know, you shouldn't be doing this to your body. How dare you have 20 tattoos? What does that mean? It looks awful and disgusting, and it's not really feminine. Well, you know what? Don't really care. It's your body. If you want it, do it. It's not hurting anybody else. It's not up to anybody else. Your body, your rules. Someone tries to tell you, you need to work out this many times, it needs to be in the gym, or you need to do it a certain way to get these results. Well, it might, but it also might not. You get to choose. And that's the beauty of it, because ultimately it means you get to take responsibility if things, you know, don't go the way you want. That's scary, but it's also empowering, excuse me, because you then have a choice to change that again. So since, you know, when this whole thing happened with my life, you know, my life isn't a train wreck. I'm alive and I'm doing well. I'm loving my life. I'm loving my businesses. I'm loving my family and my friends, and nothing's happened as a result of me getting a tattoo and changing my surname. Nothing bad's happened. And I really think that we can kind of blow things up unnecessarily when it comes to your own choices, thinking that bad things are going to happen, and they're not necessarily going to happen. I just encourage you to kind of think about what sort of things that you're doing that other people have opinions on, and really kind of connect with doing things for the right reasons. And that reason, it needs to be right for you. It might not be for other people. And when it's right for you and not right for other people, that's kind of when we get a lot of disconnect and a lot of arguments and just a lot of disagreement and people not understanding. And at some point, you need to decide, are you going to put up with that or are you going to walk away from it? And that can be really hard with particular relationships. And for me, as I said, it was really hard, but I saw it as a pattern and I needed to do something about it. Now, I don't know where that's going to go. I don't know my relationship with those people, if that's ever going to be healed or fixed or whatever. But for now, that's kind of, I made my decision and I'm better for it because I don't surround myself with people who don't treat me very nicely anymore. I'm not putting up with it. You know, you don't get to talk to me really in an awful way just because you want to say what you want to say. You don't get to treat me that way. I know my worth more now to know that I'm worth more than that. I don't have to put up with poor behaviour. I don't have to put up with disgusting attitudes towards me. I don't have to put up with being judged and being told that I'm, you know, not worth it. And I know that. And once you know that, it becomes easier. So I know that's a bit of a raw video for me and a very open one for you, and I hope that's helped you. And sometimes we need that bit of help, don't we, to kind of, you know, have someone say, you know, you're worth more than this. Build up the strength, walk away, or whatever that, it might be something small where you're standing up for yourself. If someone makes a comment, you might go, well, I don't really care what you think. It might be as simple as making a comment like that. You don't have to, that's okay. I understand you've got that opinion, that's your choice. It doesn't matter, I'm still going to do it anyway. Making a comment might be enough for you to just take a stand. It might be ending relationships, it might be just, you know, it could be a big decision or a small decision. You know, because it covers so many things, right? So it really depends on where you are in your life, what's happening, what kind of toxic things are going on, how are you letting things happen, because that's what it is. We get into a point where we allow these things to happen. It's our choice how people treat us because we let them treat us that way. So kind of standing up and saying, no, I don't have to do that anymore, and then moving on with it. So I know it's been a long video, and I really hope you got something out of it. Stay tuned for tomorrow. If you ever want to reach out to me, send me a message. I'd love to have a chat with you to help you through your own kind of blocks and things like that. Okay, have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.